Hello and welcome to Local to Global 2004, episode number 2. We are here on the 20th of June 2004, ready for EMPW Hotter Than Hell. And then in this episode we'll also have the Emerald Invitational, Mayhem in Montana, and maybe Fallout, which for some reason doesn't have its picture, which I'll sort out another time. So Mayhem in Montana, we'll probably just do those three. So Emerald Invitational, we're going to be bringing in new people. We're going to be doing another tournament. It feels very soon to do another tournament. But hey, that's just how it worked out. It'll be a good way to get our first men's challenger. Maybe we do a women's one. Hey, we got time to figure this out. I thought quickly before we get into the show, we should just look at our creative and see who our franchise players are. And all the other things. But it opens on franchise players, so that's what we'll start. So Chaos is our number 1. Adam Pearce. Greg Valentine. That's not maybe good that Greg Valentine is number 3 in our franchise players when we're literally using him as a road essence. Road essence? Road agent. JJ Perez and B-Boy. But all the other 4 are 25, so that's pretty good. No next big things. Tiffany, USA, is apparently our hot prospect. No one can talk the talk. Chaos is a showstopper. Cheerleader Melissa, Jardy France, Adam Pearce, and Tony Jones, all our showstoppers. Our ring generals: Tony Jones, Adam Pearce, Chaos, Cheerleader Melissa, and Jardy France. Chaos and Adam Pearce coming up in a lot of these. Who's hot? Erica Porter is hot, apparently. JJ Perez, Adam Pearce, Chaos, and Tony Jones. Miss Natural, Jardy France, Mikey Henderson, Vinny Massara, and B-Boy are not. And hidden gems from around the save. Perry Saturn, I wouldn't necessarily call a hidden gem. Rapid Fire, Maldonado, Larry Sweeney, Stu Sanders. He's unemployed. Let's put him on the shortlist. That could be fun. He's a bit far away for us right now, but maybe we'll look for some further away people for the Emerald Invitational. Because I think it would be fun to not, if we don't bring anyone new in for that, we're just doing the same people again for the tournament in like the same 3-month period. Let's have a look at our size. We are 1 in the Northwest. Love that. What else was I going to look at? Our tournaments is what I wanted to look at. So we have the women's title. Erica Porter beat Cheerleader Melissa in the last episode. Chaos versus JJ Perez. Adam Pearce versus Tony Jones in the semi-finals. Also wanted to quickly look at something else last episode. So show history. Excuse me. So we saw Erica Porter win the Emerald Women's Championship, and then during the championship celebration, we saw the debut of Sarah Del Rey, who will be in action tonight at Hotter Than Hell, also in wherever we're going to be, probably the same location. We're expecting 69 fans again. WA Nooksack School is a perfect venue for us. The booking team meeting, we have 78. Let's do a creative finish. It's a big gamble for no one, but we might as well use it. Mikey Henderson has organised a poker tournament. You love to see it. Erica Porter and Cheerleader Melissa are hanging out. Sarah Doré and Jandy France have bonded recently. Greg Valentine did basics and safety drills for 6 women and 7 men. And that's all that done. Address how I think we might inspire at the Emerald Invitation. No, Mayhem in Montana, maybe. That feels kind of like a bigger show. So why don't we just do another team bonding, because it worked so well last time, and it's just strengthened relationships. You love to see it. Now I am going to go ahead and book this show. No, we are going to have to crown a champion. We're going to have to do all 3 matches tonight for the men's tournament, because we need a champion for the Emerald Invitational for the person to who they're gonna fight against. So yeah, let's get cracking. We're gonna crown our male champion tonight, and I'll be back in just one little second. And we are back with Hotter Than Hell 2004 61-minute show. We've got 2 pre-show matches with Adam Pearce taking on Mikey Henderson, and then Sarah Del Rey making her in-ring debut on the pre-show against Tiffany. I want her actual like in-ring debut to be big, but I also want to see what kind of rating she gets. So I've decided to put her on the pre-show match. And then we start the show proper with Sarah Del Rey, who's already in the ring after her match, explaining her actions from last month. We then go into the first semi-final of Chaos taking on JJ Perez, the second semi-final of Adam Pearce taking on Tony Jones, a little shorter match in between of Candice LeRae taking on Miss Natural, and then the tournament final is our main event to crown the Emerald Men's Championship. And I'm just realizing that I didn't put the title on the line for that match, so I'm gonna pause real quick, do that, and then we'll come back and we'll be on the screen for Adam Pearce versus Mikey Henderson. And we're back. Sorry about that, but I didn't want to spoil our first champion for you, did I? Of course not. So we have Adam Pearce taking on Mikey Henderson, and Adam Pearce picks up the win on the pre-show in 9 minutes 55 seconds. Adam Pearce getting a 34, Mikey Henderson getting a 39, and the segment overall getting a 38. So just like a pretty decent match. Mikey Henderson, again, better than I am giving him credit for, I think. We then go into the second match, which is... Oh, I put the wrong person to... Sarah Del Rey won this match, okay? Let's just say that Sarah Del Rey won this match because I clicked the wrong buttons. It's also a pre-show match, so it's not canon, so it's fine. It doesn't matter. But anyway, Sarah Del Rey got a performance of 30. Tiffany USA got a 16, and she debuted her old school face gimmick, which got a rating of very good. This segment got a rating of 25. Now, into Hotter Than Hell proper. 39 promo from Sarah Del Rey. You love to see it. So Sarah Del Rey is supposed to be in the ring. My spelling has not been good in these 2 episodes so far. I'll work on it. Sarah Del Rey is in the ring as the broadcast starts. She has a microphone and says that everyone has been asking her over the last month why she attacked Erica Porter. The answer is simple. She's in her way. If it wasn't for an injury, Del Rey says that she would be the women's champion right now. But she says, Erica can enjoy the next 2 months because Del Rey announces that she has entered the Emerald Invitational. She will win the tournament and the title will be rightfully around her waist soon. Confirmed. The Emerald Invitational this year is going to be for the women. In future, it can be men, women, tag team when we eventually get a tag team division going. Anyone can win the Emerald Invitational. So this confirms that we're going to be signing some new women after this after the show. And Sarah Del Rey will be in the tournament. She will be in the tournament. It's just going to be a 4-person tournament. Again, later down the line when we've got TV shows or we've got other events, we can make it a bit bigger and have the build-up to it be the earlier rounds of the tournament. But, at the moment, an hour show, 3 matches on that is kind of all we can really do, so it's just going to be a 4-person tournament. But Sarah Del Rey is the first one of those 4. We now, speaking of tournaments, move on to the semi-final between Chaos and JJ Perez, and it's a bad match. Chaos defeated JJ Perez in 12 minutes 21 by pinfall with a falling star. So Chaos has punched his way into the final in the main event. Chaos got an in-ring performance of 30. JJ Perez had an in-ring performance of 22. The men's title storyline advanced but lost heat, and they just don't click as performers, which led to an overall rating of 28, which is not very good. Let's hope that the next main event does better, and it does. Honestly, Tony Jones, what a man. I put Adam Pearce in the pre-show. He's wrestling now. I didn't even put that together. I read through the matches, didn't even put it together. Anyway, in about that, great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Tony Jones defeated Adam Pearce in 13:44 with a holy shoot. This segment got 40. Adam Pearce had a in-ring performance of 31. Tony Jones had a 45. The men's title storyline has advanced and gained heat. Tony Jones got a 45 and was off his game. I think this man might be the love of my life. We're now going to go into what will be a terrible match. 23. There we go. But Candice LeRae manages to pick up a win against Miss Natural in 8 minutes 5 seconds with the Heartbreaker. LeRae getting a 22, Miss Natural getting a 21, and they had pretty good chemistry, which bumps us up to a 23. Now, the main event. Who will be the first ever Emerald Men's World Champion? 44 rating. In a bout that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the sound, Tony Jones defeated Chaos in 14:04. Tony Jones wins the Emerald Men's Championship title. Chaos had a 31. Tony Jones had a 46. The men's title gained heat and advanced. When I was hiring the wrestlers, I was like, Chaos is going to be the first champion. Chaos seems great. And then all of the ratings were just like, I was like, I have to put it on Tony Jones. He's just so good. So 44 for our main event, giving us an overall rating of 41. Our popularity increased in one region, which we love to see. Let's give Tony Jones a great performance, and we'll give Sarah Del Rey a great performance as well. Tony, both seem pleased. We lost only 830. Total finances just over 3,000, so not too bad. We've done it back to back, gone up to 2 in the Northwest. I don't really know the level of popularity where we start charging like very cheap for tickets. I think maybe like 7 or 8. So hopefully by the end of 2004, we should be able to charge some money and hopefully bring in some cash. The Undertaker loan to OVW. What the hell? Anything of interest going on here? Not really. So, because otherwise I will forget. Like I said, events and TV. Emerald Invitational is coming up next. We also need to create the Emerald Invitational title, which I'll do in a second. We need to really sign 3 more women, because otherwise, if we look at our roster. Oops, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 wrestlers, but they've all just been in a tournament. I think it would just be fun to bring in 3 new women. Maybe splash out if they're just going to be in for sort of like one or 2 shows. So let's reset this. We'll go any female. Let's say popularity. Let's go not 335, 35 in the US. Intention to hire. Can work in the US. And let's go basics of 50. See, okay, there's loads of people. Lovely. In that case, let's pop that up to 60 and see. Okay. Amazing Kong. She's based in Japan. Okay, I did want to put that to based in USA. We're not going to go for nearby because obviously no one is. But if we can at least just, pay they have to travel across the US versus they have to travel across the world, that's a bit better. So we really need to bring in 1 person who is an amazing heel and 2 people who are great baby faces. So we've got Angel Williams, April Hunter, Beth Phoenix, Desiree, Fabulous Moolah. We're not doing that. Jessica Havoc, Lacey Leilani Kai, Lexi Fife, Luna Vachon, Mercedes Martinez at 23, Mischief. Oh, Mischief could be good. She's an amazing heel. She doesn't really have any popularity. Okay, let's keep going. Nikki Rocks, ODB would be good as well. Rain, Sherry Martel. She is an occasional wrestler. Simply Luscious, Talia Madison, and Trinity. Any of these people, your 110 a show though is a lot, but maybe just as a one-off. But for 17, its popularity is maybe not worth it. Sherry Martel, she's going to be way too expensive. Luna Vachon, who I know you by another name. I think I recognize Luna. Maybe she'd be okay. 42, come in for 60. Maybe try and put over a baby face that we keep in the company. We just bring her in as like a one-off. Who knows? Lexi Fife. How are you? Not really any. Again, we're not going for Fabulous Moolah. Desiree, the fact that she works for TNA though kind of freaks me out a little bit, just because she might not be free a lot of the time. April Hunter. She looks good, actually. What are we? Who else are we looking at? Luna. I think we bring in Luna Vachon. So we'll give her a written deal, but we'll just bring her in for 1 month. She's gonna. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll cover your expenses. So yeah, we just need her in for one match. So that's our other amazing heel. So is there anyone here who's like usually a heel? Usually a heel, usually a heel, usually a heel. This is the issue I had before as well, was it was so hard to find. A lot of the women who were better wrestlers were also all heels, and it was very hard to find anyone who was a babyface. Let's put on here better as babyface and see if, yeah, there's literally no one. I mean, this doesn't bode well for us moving forward, having to try and find like challengers. Mickey Knuckles is apparently a good, better at babyface. I mean, she's got good fundamentals. Let's bring Mickey Knuckles in. Let's give her like a 6-month deal. We'll cover her travel expenses as well, and we'll see how she gets on. Okay, let's just get rid of this, and let's hope we find someone who is like neither. So you don't have any. You're usually a heel. Amber O'Neil, unemployed, not very good primary and mental stats though. Usually a heel. I know you can get someone who's usually a heel, and it will probably end up that we do that. But it would be nice to not have to do that. Bobcat, unemployed, lively person, really, just really bad. Okay. Again, a lot of these. Electra, unemployed, not very good. Foxy Dreams, what a name. Goddess Athena, not current day Athena. I'm losing the plot here. Let's go back up to 50 because we want at least someone better. And if we just have to get someone get people who are usually heels, but they are just going to work as faces, that's fine too. Jessica Havoc. I don't really know what I'm looking for, to be honest. Let's just look at who's good in the ring, because let's be honest, no one's going to be popular. Allison Danger, not bad. Okay, we can go, if we're looking in all of America, let's bump that up. Let's get some good wrestlers in. April Hunter is looking good. Beth Phoenix looks good fundamentally, but April Hunter is, I think, but okay, yeah. A lot of these women are just like kind of works in progress. Luna Vachon we've already brought in. Mercedes Martinez is actually one of the better choices. Mischief is actually a very good choice as well. I think we're gonna go Mischief, and we're gonna go April Hunter. I think that's who we're gonna bring in for this, and we'll give them both 6-month deals. Let's make them written though. I don't really know why it makes a difference, but I just saw other people doing all written deals, so I felt like I should. Again, 6 months. We'll cover your travel. Cool. So once they all come in, that should be us ready for the Emerald Invitational. It's all going to happen in one night. it's probably gonna, based on the women's ratings we've had so far, it's probably gonna be a real bad show. Like our worst show so far, probably by quite a way. But it's what you do for the story, you know. Sometimes you just got to do it. Dan Maff is unhappy with CZW. Is he any good? He's not bad. We don't really need massively new people right now. We're just going to keep going forward until we get those contracts signed, and then we will go all the way along to mid-July, get the tournament done, and then we'll do Mayhem in Montana, where the winner of the tournament will take on Erica Porter for the Women's World Championship. So Mickey Knuckles is going to come in as a face. Mischief is okay. One of these can come in as a heel. I think Mischief is more of a heel. She's got more of a heel look to her than April Hunt. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have brought in April Hunter. I didn't need to in the end. I brought in extra people. I don't know if you can tell this about me. I have ADHD. But hey, it's fine. Let's get these last two contracts signed. Luna Vachon is going to come in as a heel. April Hunter is going to come in as a face. And there we go. The tournament is set up. I will draft up the matches beforehand, and I mean, you'll see them on the night of the show, which for you will just be in 1 second. I'm going to sim forward to the day of the show and see you there. And we are back on the 18th of July. The Emerald Invitational is set up and good to go. We can have a look at it here. We've got Sarah Del Rey taking on April Hunter and Luna Vachon taking on Candice LeRae in the semi-finals. And then obviously the final will be the winner of those two. Yeah, that was it. That's all I came back now for. No, it's not, because we're going to go to the show. I am with it, I promise you. I definitely have not just finished work and I'm recording this real quick before my partner comes home or anything. That would be crazy. We're expecting 74 fans tonight, so let's go back to our home here. We've got 80 creative. I think maybe we do a big gamble there and a safe bet for Tony Jones, the man, the myth, the legend, Tony Jones. Greg Valentine does training for 9 women and 7 men. Mischief on her first night here was brought before Wrestlers Court accused of forgetting to shake another worker's hand when entering the locker room. She was found guilty. We are going to inspire because we need some good matches tonight. So I am just going to go through quickly and book the show. I don't know if we're going to have much time to get... We've got a lot of major stars, and I don't know if we're going to have much time to get all of these on the show. But we'll do our best, because I don't want anyone getting angry at me, both in the game and real life. I will be back in 1 second, and we can see the finalized card. And we are back with the Emerald Invitational. We have 2 pre-show matches, B-Boy and Vinny Massaro taking on Mikey Henderson and Jardy Franz, and then Mischief taking on Mickey Knuckles, the 2 new signings, just to kind of get a feel for how they get on. Our opening promo is Tony Jones having a little championship celebration after he won the belt last month. Our then opening match is Candice LeRae taking on Luna Vachon, and then Sarah Del Rey taking on April Hunter. We then have another tag team match of Adam Pearce and Chaos taking on Tony Jones and JJ Perez before our main event of the Emerald Invitational final. Erica Porter is also at ringside for the final, so she can get a good look at who her future opponent will be. So without further ado, let's just get cracking on with the show. 48. Great little opener to the pre-show, where B-Boy picks up the win by pinning Jardy Franz with a Shining Wizard. B-Boy was head and shoulders above everyone else, getting a 56. Jardy Franz with a 45, Mikey Henderson with a 41, and Vinny Massaro bringing up the rear with a 33. We then move on to Mischief taking on Mikey Knuckles. Mischief picks up the win in 7:47 with the submission Gates of Hell. This only got a 24, but Mischief had an in-ring performance of 26. Mikey, it's probably Mickey, isn't it? It's not Mikey, it's Mickey. Mickey Knuckles. Hey, that sounds like a mob enforcer. Hey, I'm Mickey Knuckles. Anyway, Mischief debuted her Banshee gimmick and it got a rating of great. And Mickey Knuckles debuted her badass gimmick. I'm gonna have to make her give her like a mafia gimmick at some point. Mischief seems off her game with the 26, so that is good signs. We now go into, oh god, a promo from Tony Jones that gets a 19, and he did not do well without a script. He comes to the ring to celebrate his championship win and promises to be a beacon that will bring EMPW into the future. He announces that he will be in tag team action later on tonight with all the members of the tournament semi-finals, and he promises to get his reign off to a winning start. We then go into the first round match, and it is in a shock upset. Candice LeRae picking up the win with a heartbreaker in 10 minutes 49 seconds. Candice LeRae got a 23. Luna Vachon got a 34, which is pretty good. She debuted her weirdo gimmick and it got an initial rating of very good. Luna Vachon was off her game with a 34 as well. Maybe we just need to maybe she's one for the future, which is weird because we've signed her now, but she's a little bit expensive. The chaos of the match helped how badly Candice LeRae was performing. That's why I put it as a mayhem match. I remember these things from last time. So Candice LeRae moves on to the main event, and she will be facing in another 30 Sarah Del Rey, who defeats April Hunter in 13 minutes 14 by pinfall with a royal butterfly. The match was designed to tell a specific story, and that story was Sarah Del Rey just absolutely dismantling April Hunter, showing her how good she is. Sarah Del Rey got a 30. April Hunter got a 27 and debuted her badass gimmick, which got a rating of adequate. Now we move on to the tag team match, which got 45. And if this was any normal show, we'd put this as the main event. But it's an important match, even if the rating's probably not going to be that great. In a bout that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Adam Pearce and Chaos defeated Tony Jones and JJ Perez in 13:38 when Adam Pearce pinned JJ Perez with a rack bomb. So Tony Jones lying in his opening promo saying that he will get his title reign off to a winning start, losing to Adam Pearce and Chaos in tag team action. Tony Jones carried the match in terms of in-ring performance, getting a 51. JJ Perez got a 32, which is by far his best match rating so far. Adam Pearce getting a 38 and Chaos getting a 36, which gives us a segment rating of 45, which is very good. And now, the main event, with Erica Porter at ringside looking on. The final of the inaugural Emerald Invitational. 32. Hey, it's better than the two other matches earlier on. Sarah Del Rey beats Candice LeRae with a royal butterfly. They stole the show, kind of. Candice LeRae had an in-ring performance of 22 and Sarah Del Rey had a 32. The women's title storyline advanced with this segment, and there was a creative finish that was the big gamble that paid off, and this match got the crowd buzzing. 32 rating, but the 45 show. This gets to 34. Look, we knew this was going to be a slightly worse show than the other ones, but it does set up Erica Porter versus Sarah Del Rey for the Emerald Women's Championship in front of 74 people in WA Nooksack School. The show increased our popularity in one region, but is it enough to bring it all the way up? I'm going to do exactly what I did last time. Sarah Del Rey and Tony Jones, I want them to love me. So we're going to praise them for a great performance. Seemed please and seemed please. Lost a lot of money on that one. We had a lot of tag team matches going on. 870 on workers is a lot. But, we're just running into the red at this point. And we did go up to 3. I didn't think we would. So we're still on track for hopefully charging for tickets by January 2005. Until then, we're just gonna slowly chip away at our overdraft, much like I do in real life. So Luna Vachon, where is she? I'm going to just add her to the shortlist. Because she's a major star as well. She was very good. It's just that 60 per show plus the travel. So it'd be like 110 per show. It's just a little bit too much for us to deal with right now. So we're going to come back in this episode for Mayhem in Montana. That'll be the final show of this episode, where we will see Sarah Del Rey versus Erica Porter in the first title defense of the Save. Who knows what will happen? I don't know what's going to happen. I've not decided yet. I feel like I got an idea, but that idea is maybe quite obvious, so maybe we'll do something else. But maybe the obvious thing is the best thing. Who bloody knows? I will be back shortly. And we are back. We are on the 15th of August, 2004, ready for... I actually can't remember what the show's called. Mayhem in Montana, which means we're going to have to... I've said it. We're going to just pay the big bucks and go to the state that... There's two shows. There's Showdown in Seattle, Showdown in Seattle, and there's Mayhem in Montana. And later on, this won't be an issue, but early on, we're just going to pay and go there, regardless of how big the venue is going to be and how much it's going to cost, because I've named them that, and I think that'll be fun. On the finance side of things, though, I just realized that we probably should start doing merchandise, because at the moment we are making 20 cents per fan. We can do this, which will take a month, and it will cost us $500, and then we'll get 50p per fan and $1 per popularity point per region from mail order. So we're going to be making more money. I think we'll probably do this up to like level 3, level 4, just straight away rapid, and we're in our losing money era, and that's fine. So we're going to start that upgrade now, and move on to the show. We're not going to give anyone the night off. Like I said, we're gonna need to go into Montana. So let's just put this up to like 250 and hope. Nope. Okay, let's go to 400. Lots of Idaho, lots of Oregon, no Montanas. So 500. This is so I was playing this in another mod. I was doing my own one before I decided to record them, a modern day one, and I'm just thinking the venues are probably going to be very different, because they had loads of Montana ones. Okay, are there any? Okay, there are a couple. Okay, what's the smallest Montana one? 7,500, 3,500. Okay, we're gonna have to go. We're going to the Valley Ice Garden. We're gonna bring 81 fans to the 3,500 capacity arena. We're gonna pay $5,000, which is bad, but I've said it now, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're selecting it. It's done. Oh, we're gonna get a creative finish, likely to succeed, where Adam Pearce is the winner. I'm sure we can use that. Greg Valentine did 9 students for the women and 7 for the men, and that was everything. What do we want to do? Maybe let's pull a rib. Is anyone unhappy? Everyone's pleased or happy, which is what you love to see. Let's do another team bonding then. Everyone's in a good mood. JJ Perez and cheerleader Melissa are bonding. Isn't that lovely? I'm so gonna regret this, but it's fine. We're just gonna have to do this for 4 years, and then maybe we'll be able to make some money off of these Mayhem in Montana shows. Hopefully there's somewhere in... Oh my god, did I say WA? I don't know what it is. It's obviously Washington, isn't it? What a goober I am. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to book the show, and we'll be back in just 1 second. And we are back for Mayhem in Montana. We have 3 pre-show matches this episode. Candice LeRae taking on cheerleader Melissa, Chaos taking on JJ Perez, and then April Hunter taking on Mischief. We then go to the opening match of Adam Pearce taking on Mikey Henderson. We then have a little Pearce promo afterwards. Yardy France then takes on B-Boy. We have a little Tony Jones promo afterwards, and then the main event, the Women's World Championship match, Sarah Del Rey versus Erica Porter, and then some post-match scenes. The booking analysis is just that they all have no commentators, but that is fine. Candice LeRae gets a 23, picking up the win in a 26 rated match against cheerleader Melissa in 7:46. We then, again, these people have bad chemistry, but it was on the pre-show, so I didn't really care. Chaos got a 28. JJ Perez got a 23. I need to take these guys off of the men's title because I forgot that they were still on it. They don't click. Chaos defeated JJ Perez by pinfall with the Chaostrophe. That's how I'm going to say that. And then April Hunter gets her first win in the company, taking on Mischief, picking up the win in 6:31 by pinfall with a Headhunter. They got a 25. April Hunter got a 28. Mischief with a 19. April Hunter and Candice LeRae are both now major stars, which is pretty crazy. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? It's a good thing. But like, hey, let's keep going. We then, in the opening match of the proper show, we have Adam Pearce picking up the win against Mikey Henderson in 14 minutes 28 with a rack bomb. They went out to steal the show early. I don't really know what... I didn't originally have this as the opener, but then I wanted the two promo segments that kind of link into each other, and so it would only work if this match was the opener, and I forgot to change it off Steal the Show. But it's fine. Adam Pearce got a 31. Mikey Henderson got a 34. The creative finish was a success, so that gets us a segment rating of 37, which is lovely. Adam Pearce then grabs a microphone after his match and calls out Tony Jones. He says that last month he beat him and he deserves a title shot, even though he didn't actually beat him. He beat the tag team partner. But, you know, heel's going to be heely. France, where once again, once again, Giardi France picks up the loss. They have great chemistry, though. I'm getting ahead of myself. This match was designed to be chaotic, and it got the crowd going. Giardi France got a 46. B-Boy got a 54. B-Boy is rocking it. Giardi France and B-Boy have great chemistry, and it shows in their performance, and this match got the crowd buzzing. I think now we're going into the main event, but real strong emphasis on think. We are not. Jones says that he is a fighting champion, and he accepts Pearce's challenge for Fallout. The men's title storyline has advanced with the segment, but lost heat. Tony Jones, great in the ring, not so good on the mic. But that's okay. We live and we learn. Hello. My cat's just come to say hello. Her name's Pepsi. She's great. Now I think this is the main event. And it is. So, it is the women's title match between Sarah Del Rey and Erica Porter. This match was designed to tell a specific story, and in 15 minutes 47, it is Sarah Del Rey who picks up the win with a spike pile driver and wins the Emerald Women's Championship. Del Rey got an in-ring performance of 34. Erica Porter got a 17. The bout dragged in the middle. That's because they've got low psychology, but that's fine. This got a 23, and I think our little run of having the women's matches in the main events is maybe going to take a backseat because the ratings they're getting is they're not great, but we'll build up to them. We're going to build them up. We're going to build up the whole women's roster. We have a final segment, which is Sarah Del Rey snatches the title off the ref and rubs it in Erica Porter's face while screaming, "I told you this would happen," over and over again. Sarah Del Rey worked the crowd well, using the freedom to improvise to her advantage. This got a 25, which was slightly better than the match. And yeah, Sarah Del Rey is the new Emerald Women's Champion. This was a real, poor show. There's 152, and other than that, it's all just, kind of poor ratings, which gives us an overall rating of 29, but our popularity does still go up. We'll single out Sarah Del Rey and B-Boy, and we will praise them both for great performances. And Sarah Del Rey was pleased, and B-Boy seemed pleased. We lost almost $6,000 again because we hired out the insanely large venue, but we did go up to full popularity. So was it worth it? No, but possibly, maybe in the future. Who knows? No, it definitely wasn't. It was a bad waste of money, but we'll be fine. We're only 10,000 in the hole, and we can go back to running the smaller venues at least until Showdown in Seattle. Although Showdown in Seattle in March next year is going to be in Washington, which is where we run the small venue anyway. So we've already got a year to kind of build up a base of people in Montana before we have to hire out that venue again, and hopefully by that point we won't be losing so much money. But that is going to bring us to the end of this episode. Paul Bearer and The Undertaker have a blossoming friendship. Who knew? Who could have called that? It was SummerSlam. Should we have a quick look at SummerSlam? Why not? Eddie Guerrero defeated The Undertaker to retain. Shawn Michaels defeated Batista to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. Randy Orton defeated Edge. So already Benoit's lost his title. Yeah, it was a very good show. 22,000 in attendance. That is going to do it for now. We will come back very shortly with the next episode, which will have Fallout, Fright Night, Battle Song, and maybe Snowstorm, and that will bring us up to Proving Ground and Showcase for the episode afterwards. Which I said, Proving Ground is sort of, we have a battle royal, kind of like the Royal Rumble, but much smaller and less prestigious. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Leave me a comment with any